Hell, I'm breathing,
Are
man.
you lost?
Hell yeah. You know, not all who wander are lost. You know that, right?
Get your ass off, man.
You not troll?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. He's not
Setting off
far
alarms
behind
over
us
there.
at all.
Huh?
No, not at all.
We stopped at the same exon you did.
Yeah. I thought that was kind of bizarre.
Actually, and there was 4
You
bikes in
think?
front of us that we met yesterday.
Really?
From Kentucky, yeah.
Yeah, they parked right next to us on the street, and we just got to talking. They're funny.
Where were they from?
Kentucky.
Corbin.
Yeah. Corbin, Kentucky.
I don't know where that is.
I don't know.
They told us.
Other than it's that way.
It's southern Kentucky, about 20 miles from Tennessee.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah?
that's right. They did say from close to Tennessee.
I think I'm going to get my damn gloves.
It's a little nippy.
Yeah, I put on my,
Man, these are the feet
my
going.
thermal top.
Getting it.
I left the bottoms off. I thought, well, I'll be warming up with the leathers.
You know, I was cold when we were on the highway this morning. But
It was
just-
chilly.
It was so windy.
Yeah.
God, yeah.
The heat, we can tell you about wind. Elk Mountain,
Yeah.
Laramie,
Oh,
that's
God.
wind.
Laramie, Wyoming. Any part of Wyoming. On the west or eastern side.
Wind blows all the time in Wyoming. 25 miles an hour is considered normal. Normal. 50 miles an hour, they don't start really getting excited. About 75, yeah, they start paying attention. But you're running from, on, what is it, Highway 80? Interstate 80?
Yeah.
From Laramie to Wamsutter, heading that way,
That's not
all the
80.
way to, from
80's
Laramie
from
to Elk
Cheyenne
Mountain, the wind is blowing 50 to 80 miles an hour all the time. All the time. It's insane.
80's from Cheyenne to Rock Springs. So what's that interstate above there? 90?
90, yeah.
Is it 90 that goes across
Yeah,
there?
70, 80, and then 90.
Yeah. From. Well, no, Laramie is on 80 because Laramie's.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. I was working over there in the DJ, over there in southeastern or northeastern Colorado, South Wyoming. Son of a bitch, there is nothing out there. I mean,
Where?
nothing. In the DJ Basin, Whiting and Conoco and Anadarko.
Man, you go south of Wamsutter down to something Gap. Can't remember what it is. Some dumb name.
That's Buffalo Gap, ain't it?
No, it's something stupid.
I don't
Do
know.
the gap.
It's right at the Colorado-Wyoming border, and it's nothing but, there's a cafe out there, but that's about it.
On that road that drops you down into Craig?
Craig, yeah.
Yeah.
That man, I drilled some wells out there, and that, man, there's nothing. We were in a place that was called Desolate Flats,
Oh, cool.
That's
and it's
old
like,
Westland.
man, appropriate name. Absolutely nothing out here.
That is God-forsaken country, I swear. It ain't even part of Colorado, Wyoming. They should rename that some other desert out there. There ain't even animals out
It's like going across Arizona.
Tonopah?
Like nothing.
Huh? Where?
Arizona. It's like just flat. It's like you can see 100 miles.
Well, that ain't any different from West Texas.
Yeah.
But I grew up in New Mexico and Utah. Traveled Arizona, Colorado. Huh?
there. What part of Utah?
I went to 7th and half the 8th grade in Blanding.
I know where that is. Where is that?
You know where Moab is?
Yeah. I'm from Junktown.
It's south Moab, down towards the
On
southeast corner.
No, it's not 666.
Go down
I
through
know where you're talking about, yeah.
from Moab to Monticello and
Yeah.
then down to Blanding.
Yeah.
But we actually lived at a place called Aneth Creek, which was a Navajo Indian school. And
We used to go to that Four Corners Rally all the time up there when I lived in Junction.
Yeah.
I'm from Junction.
Grand Junction.
Yeah. And Mesa.
Mhm.
In fact, I just had a house at the back at Bass Lake over there, across the interstate there. And
Grand Junction.
I love Grand Junction. Love.
See, I graduated from Bloomfield, New Mexico, right there by Farmington.
Okay, I know where Farmington is.
I know where Farmington is.
That's where I bought my trailer, was Farmington. That's where
I know where that is.
Because we were at that Cortez rally, that Four Corners rally when I broke my knee. And we went down to Farmington, and that's where I bought that little trailer.
I've been there.
Next time I come up here, are you coming up here next year, David?
I don't know if the way this one turned out.
That's what.
Last year?
See, that's what a lot of people
That's what we were just
said.
talking to Kentucky about. Last year was a one-time in a lifetime deal.
It's beginning to look that way.
It was phenomenal last year.
Well, and if she took,
And they
took
planned
over,
for the same thing or better this year, and it didn't happen.
No, this year was worse.
It's like,
By
what's
far.
the deal?
Where in Arlington do you live?
Last year was
You know where the lake is? Lake Arlington?
Yes.
Well, I'm just kind of I'm on north on Bowman Springs.
we don't have no
I know where Bowman Spring is.
At the south end, southeast side of the lake.
we don't have any water or anything, do we?
No, you told them no, you didn't want any. She was fixing to give us some.
About it. Oh well. We'll stop up here.
Oh, here, babe.
Oh hell yeah. Hell yeah, I'll buy you another one, David. Usually we have a couple bottles in there.
Yeah, but I didn't grab any when we were at that gas station.
I try and keep a bottle
Well, and so
on
we.
all the time, just in case I break down or something.
Mm-hmm. You want a drink?
And we've been doing really good keeping water, but this morning we got to that gas station and I started talking, that little old man started talking to me. And I never even made it back there to the water or anything.
These people up here, they're proud if they got two teeth in their head.
You see that lady behind the counter?
Yeah.
Holy mackerel!
Don't smile, lady. Don't even look at me.
It hurt my feelings.
We got the young girl. We got the young girl because that old lady was too busy talking to the old man that ended up giving us directions.
We were out there gas up and I asked this guy, I was like, where do we get to the Shenandoah deal? You know, and I had this map out. And man, he smiled. You could see all the way through his tonsils and everything. I was like, oh Lord.
He wanted to pay for my gas. I'm standing behind him in line.
He should have said,
And they
hell
were
yeah.
just
Put
chit-chatting.
$20 in.
He was just chit-chatting and everything, and he's like, no, honey, you just go before me. I said, no, it's fine. They're gassing up right now. Well, how much do you need for gas? I'm
George
like,
and I were coming
I
up.
can't do that to you, dude.
We hit a tollway coming out of, I don't remember where it was. Richmond, north of Richmond. We were almost into Newport News, I think.
Yeah.
And hit this expressway. And we've been following this guy in a blue Ford pickup for like 30 miles, just driving normal. Pulled up there to pay my toll. The lady said, no, go on. The man in front of you paid for it.
Oh, that was
Okay.
sweet.
Got
of
both
him.
our
cool.
tolls through there. I mean, it was $2, but
Hey, that's still nice.
Still.
I was like
nice.
totally blown away. Man, I said, man, Lord, you know, you got some wonderful people out
Yeah.
here.
There is some good people, you know, just run into them. I was just telling them before you came up, I said, you know, I've got people on my Facebook, I don't even know who they are. And I said, this David guy, I said, you know, because we were talking about you meeting up with us, I said, I met him last year. We're on Facebook. You guys were the only reason, remember I told you I didn't have Facebook. And then I got Facebook. And I said, you know, I've talked to him and visited with him over the whole year. And then we meet up, and it's like we never miss a day.
Yeah.
You know, it just keep going. That's it.
Okay, so we're right here. The second outlook. Yeah, the second outlook. Because there's the first one, visitor center. Second one.
Oh, so we're only 5 miles in. Let's make it a mile. You got pee?
I will later. I'm not. Don't need to right now.
I'm gonna have to drain here in a little while.
Well, when,
I just forewent. I didn't do it at the gas station. I was trying to catch you guys. But this is a lot better than doing that
Flying down 80.
flying down a freeway.
That's how I
No,
actually
this
met
is
these guys
so
last
pretty.
year. I'll tell you the story. I came up here by myself. I left by myself. I met a bunch of guys. I did not meet these guys on the ride. I was flying down 81. And I passed them.
Yeah.
I saw their,
Wow.
Exactly.
I saw his tag and I saw George's tag. So I stopped. I slowed up. They come by me and I was talking to him while we were riding. I was talking to you.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, you're from Texas? He goes, yeah. And I said, what part? It's Arlington. I said, Fort Worth. And anyway, so I jumped in with him. We rode on down to Bristol. And
Bristol, Tennessee.
yeah, the Harley shop there. We pulled in there. And then they stopped at Knoxville. We stopped and gassed up in Knoxville. They stayed in Knoxville. And I kept on going.
He got wet.
But, yeah, I did. I got real wet, but that's all right. I was way ahead of him. But I had to get back.
Yeah,
And,
weren't you going to Houston?
no, I was. I had a meeting in Stillwater
Oh.
for this job that I'm still with.
Oh. I thought you were trying to get to Houston. I knew you were on a time limit.
No, I was trying to get to. Well, no, you're right. It came down between Stillwater for Devon and Houston wanted me to take a superintendent job, and I didn't want a superintendent job. I'm not ready to go to the office yet.
Yeah.
I don't want to go. I'm more of an outside guy. I just don't think I could go to the office yet. In about 5 more years, you're gonna see my fat ass sitting in the office. I'll be too old. I need that insurance.
You tired of sitting out in the cold weather?
Yeah, I don't want to be out in the cold. I'm gonna have to take that Stillwater job like that.
If I can get 3 or 4 more years of this consultant stuff, I'm done.
Well,
My office will be at the house,
I said
or on the
your
back
chair?
of this.
I was gonna retire last year, and I took the whole summer off. I was like, man, I'm done. I'm good. And my kid told me, he's like, you ain't never gonna retire. You can't do it. There's no way. I was like, yeah, I will. I said, you know, I'll just ride my bike everywhere. And shit, man, about September, the end of August, 1st September, I was getting pretty bored. And,
Yeah.
Anyway, so I did go back to work.
I took 3 years off. I was working for Anchor Drilling Fluids back and forth to Pennsylvania. My wife's parents had passed away a year apart. And about 6 months into that, we're talking, I'm fed up. Because they didn't do me right up there. And she said, come on home, I need you here. I've tried real hard to do it by myself, but I need you here. I said, fine. Done deal, coming home. Finished that hitch and boogie home. Took 3 years off. I'm sitting there playing on Facebook and phone rings. I think it's one of them telemarketers, right? And I'm fixing to jump through them, right? Nah, you better not, Dave. It may not be it. I picked it up, said hello. Guy's voice on the other end. He said, you ready to go back to work? I said, hell no. He started laughing. We got talking. He'd come to work for Chromalloy Drilling Fluids as I was going out the door. I was in Kingsville, and he came in Houston. But I told the vice president of sales, he'd hired in his old drinking and whoring buddy and that crew out of Victoria to be my boss. And hell, I've been district engineer in Kingsville for a while, dealing with Exxon people. We had the contract, multi-million-dollar operation on King Ranch. I mean, all over anything south of Colorado River was mine. And I told that vice president, I said, dude, this son of a bitch is going to cost you this contract, because he's a liar. He just laughed at me. What do you think you're going to do about it? I said, I ain't doing nothing about it. I'm leaving. I stepped out and started my own consulting firm, knocking 200 grand a year down. 5, 10 engineers working for me all the time. I'd take jobs off. I was consulting with Tenneco offshore. In between, you know. Sure enough, 6 months later, they lost that contract, pal. It was gone. A year after that, they were out of business. Just disappeared, gone. History.
So you have a consulting firm, or?
I did back in the 80s. Gulf Coast Mud Consultants. And believe it or not, I've run into people who heard of that. Oh, you know, 30, 40 years later, they're going, yeah, I remember that name. Wow.
Maybe when I do retire, maybe I'll open a firm and just
There you go.
sit on my fat ass on my bike somewhere.
Well,
Because you don't really have to do a whole lot if you own a firm.
well, yeah, you do.
But you got to go out and sell them.
You got to be knocking on doors every once in a while.
Yeah, but nothing like I'm doing now.
Go in and maybe take somebody to play golf.
Wine and dine them a little bit. But you know, you get less and less of that.
Hmm?
You get less and less of that now. I mean,
Well, the government, IRS, changed everything around to where, man, you can't, you can't really do a sales job the way you need to. I can remember out in,
bear or something down there.
Where?
See that one little thing right there?
Oh, in the field?
Yeah, right on the edge. See
It
it?
hasn't moved.
That is an
that's something down there.
That's not a tree.
Maybe it's a cow. I don't know.
Oh, might be a cow.
No, so wait a minute. I don't see any other cow. Oh, yeah.